Hey there, I welcome you all. Hope you guys are doing fine. I'm doing fine, and for today we are going to change this tiny little island into this. Well, that's because I basically have not been building anything. We're not just gonna build on it. I also have a challenge because Simtelli is saying I need to keep those 2 palm trees that are right down here. I think that's a very fun challenge. Of course, I would also like to say thank you all for the other lovely comments. I really like to read them, answer them, and they are very important to help the channel grow. So if you don't know what to comment, you can also leave just an emoji. Now besides that, you can see at the community tab that I have been placing a poll asking you guys, should I do already a season 2? So if you haven't been voting just yet, then go ahead, go there and let me know yes or no. So far most of you seem to want me to do a season 2. But I have been thinking for a season 2, I'm going to need to have an island. And an island is something you're not gonna find real quick, right? So I have already been busy going out there trying to find something of my liking. So far I have one thing, but I want to continue searching for the perfect island for my idea, because I'm going to have something for medieval style where I can also create a big battle, where I have little spots of fantasy and small little storylines. So it's definitely going to be important that I'm finding something, and then I can say, you know, meanwhile, let's just keep working on things that are needed. So that being said, let's have some fun with this little island. Now, one of the other videos, I was already explaining that it might be nice to have like a little dock going out that way. And then it should go here like into a little storage area. Not too small, not too big. And then I think I want to have a little dock going that way. Yeah, we need to have something on the top, like a little lamp, so if it's misty we can find our little outpost back. We need to contain a kitchen, living room, hobby room, maybe some other fun stuff, maybe some defenses like a place where a cannon is placed, something like that. Of course, I'm also going to think of food, and yes, we have a massive island right over there. But I just like the idea of, you know, taking this and then keep in mind there is nothing else in the miles away from this little island, right? This little fantasy role-playing. That's why I'm going to mainly face it that way. Now, gladly, I at least got a 20 ton of wood. Also for these guys for now. If need, then I got the island. And yeah, definitely enough. Now, I could go to the editor, right? But in this case, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna get rid of all of that good stuff. And then let's just see. We're just gonna do bit by bit, piece by piece. Now, of course, in the editor, I could go even more insane to say. Alright, the only thing I'm going to keep in mind is, let's say, not go too low. But it's sometimes a bit difficult because the ocean can get pretty wild though. And let me see. I don't wanna build it like, you know, too straight out. And I think this is just perfect that we have like a little pathway going around. And then right down here at the end of the dock, I want to make it a little bit like broken down, like it is an old part, because a lot of water is crashing against the pier. And then for now, I think this would do. Of course, adding some support underneath is going to make it look a little bit nicer. A little bit difficult, but you know, back to a little bit basic building to see what I can do without the editor. Now, of course, I'm thinking of it. Some of you might, oh crap, might recommend like building plans. You know, maybe I should take a look if that is also, you know, very handy underneath the water. You know what? That is definitely way more handier. So one of the requirements for a season 2 island is I want to have a river going through it. At least, you know, as much as possible in the middle of the island. I want to create a 2-party castle team type of deal. So in order to get a big war, you need to have at least 2 parties that are making the war, right? And I think having like a river as middle point would be nice to you know, share up the areas, like, you know, until here it's our area. And then I would like to have somewhere like a big battle going on. Besides, you know, 2 different castle parties, I would like to have, you know, some mysteries, little storylines here and there. Like something is telling. It's a little bit based off like Witcher 3 type of deal, right? You got like little storylines here and there, like old fallen stuff, ghosty stuff, dragons, magic, you know, all kinds of those things. So having a good island for that is, yeah, very important. Now another thing that's going to be very important for me is an island where I'm not going to have any trouble with crabs. Because crabs, if you don't kill all of them right at the beginning, if you can, I still need to figure out if there is a way to kill them without, you know, getting into the wood, maybe throw like a grenade, or maybe I can use a sword or a hammer or something that's stronger than fist, because it's going to take a very long time. Yeah, but crabs, you know, the more you get, the likelier it becomes. And I believe the Far East does not have that problem. Alright, yeah, it is becoming super wavy. Yeah, what I would like to do, I would like to have like a small little storage hut on this side, so near the dock. And maybe at this side have like a crane popping over this dock. So you can pick up goodies, place it down, and then, you know, put it in the storage area. It's just going to be a very cozy type of deal. Now, meanwhile, I was busy with all of this good stuff. I also had in mind, I want to have like just a small little dock thingy going that way. And you know what, maybe for the sake of having like nice changing stuff, I just go up here, then have one of these, one going around the corner for whatever reason we're going to do here. Now I can place another building here. What I also think will be fun is to have like stuff overhanging a little bit. Like I would like to create a bit of a bushy corner around in this area. Like, you know what? You see, I want to go up and over. I'm gonna create 2 of these, and you know, go down again. Oh, how is that even possible? Oh, I think I get it already, because it's between those 2 rather than, yep. So let's just do this then, because why not, right? Or what here? You know, even though it's glitching, I like it a lot more like that than having that weird corner. Right, it's becoming something. Now, of course, I could go all the way down to the bottom, but I think it is unnecessary for right now. Just, you know, to create a bit of an idea that, you know, it is into the rocks there. Says my brain. Now I got this down here. I could actually photograph it and go to the editor. The only reason why I'm thinking that is because those trees really look like I should place like, you know, a chill out thing down here, maybe, and then just fill in the blank. Oh, okay. So here is the deal. I have been thinking. I am only going to. Ooh, there's like a little dot right now. I'm only going to blueprint those palm trees. Oh, this is so nice. You can now just see if it's fine. Yeah, I guess that is fine. It also highlights everything that will be within. Alright, good. Now confirm selection. 2 trees, 1 dark. You know, that's what it is, right? Nothing else. Not gonna go there. Right, and with a little bit of painting color, it now looks like this. That one needs to be dark, because underneath the water partly, you know, I made it all very dark. Create like the wood is wet. So in this case, a small little storage area. On purpose, I did not want it to create more dark already. This is just for walkway type of idea. And I'm gonna go one up. That is all possible. And I have to be careful because I've been saying I would like to make a crane. And also look into the water. I don't want to bar. And needs to stay cozy, right? So if I'm gonna build things gigantic, it won't be cozy anymore. I think this is fine. It's gonna be tiny, alright? We're not creating like a mass storage area type of deal. Alright, so I also created a piece where we're gonna have the crane on, and I have been thinking very well about the crane, and I think the easiest thing to do for me is build this crane still in the editor, simply be touching my mic there because I'm waving my hands like an Italian person. It's simply because of the ropes. The ropes are going to be very difficult to align them. It's going to be, you know, stressing yourself out. Don't do that. Just go to the editor, fix the roping for the crane, and then, you know, place it down. It will be beautiful. The storage area I'm also going to build. So when I snap my fingers, you're going to see this. And the weather also became a lot better. Look at this. A clear sky. Beautiful. So this is what I've been making, and yes, all of honesty, it was actually good to, you know, build all the stuff in the editor because it's just so easy, it's very powerful. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so I got a crane down here with a barrel on it, and I didn't exactly knew how I wanted to attach the rope to it, so I just took like these, you know, metal rings and just give them the same color as the rope. So it looks like it is attached to it. Also, crane works with the rope going up and then over on the back. You just have to fantasize stuff, and then the rope goes here, and then it's stuck to a bucket that, you know, for some reason it's nailed to the floor, to say. And the way how we're going to rotate this is by this thing. Now, as you can see, it looks a bit inclined. I did it on purpose because I need to move it more that way than that way. So that's why I gave it a little bit more space. You just stand on here and then push it forwards, and then it goes forward like that, right? We have the storage area. I want to keep things a little bit simple, you know, just an outpost for one time. Maybe we come back someday. Just take a look at this beautiful little build here. There's some crates, sacks, or containers. Maybe I'll just do, you know, like a little detailing touch here and there. But so far, I am loving it. I really love it. It's just tiny, it fits in together, a little bit dark color, light color. Maybe a little bit more color can be added here and there by, I don't know, just hang up a t-shirt or racks, or just, you know, if you have any ideas, just, you know, drop it down. And then we're gonna make this into a beautiful island. I just want to take my time with it. I don't want to rush it, which I originally, you know, planned to, but it is good to have like a small project like this. So if you guys have any ideas to add to this whole situation, then you can just let me know down below in the comment section. Yeah, so far so good. So the other plan is I want to have like a corner building down here. I want to have like the entrance up here, and then with a ladder going to the second floor. I want to have it a bit high. I'm not sure if I will build it out a lot, which, you know, maybe I'll just use this corner here, or I'm just going to build it out one in here foundation. That way, just really close it off. And, you know, at some point I would like to, you know, make like a blueprint and see if I can add like a piece of rope to wherever, you know, like I like to fill up the sky, maybe hang some clothing on it, dry. I also had in mind, maybe in this location, I just have to see, you know, the ground is kind of okay. I wanted to say, I want to make like a big tower down here, just about that it doesn't touch the tree. And then on the tower we can add up defenses. It's going to be like the high tower. Now there will be a building piece right down here. Maybe what I can do, maybe, is connect both buildings to each other. And maybe down here make like something not too high, just a small little tower, just add in some fantasy. Okay, of course we're going to need to, you know, have a little bit of crop growing. Maybe we can also fix something down here. Maybe I need to make use of pots, or maybe, I'm not sure. Not much can grow onto sand, I imagine. I think only desert seeds and, you know, these things, but obviously you cannot plant them, and palm trees. You just have to see, and of course, you know, if you guys have ideas, then let me know. You can also, you know, make this area here for a little bit chilling out. I can always say, like, let's make a bit of a fencing, you know, close it off for a bit, a little bit of a private situation going on. I can always add, like, more here area down here to just, you know, close off those gaps. Do the same down here. Yeah, I just need to, you know, also think about things, and, you know, let's just make something small but fun out of it. And then in this case, I am just gonna leave it with that, because, you know, it is already almost 4 o'clock. I wanna add this episode up, but, you know, at least I'm glad to be back to this game, and this tiny little project is doing well. No stress, no lag. You know what? I also had another thing. Make it become more alive. We could just add some traders to this part. We need to have like a trader standing here, and we could use like a trader standing here, and maybe one onto, you know, a building or whatever. I need to have like little boats here.